Remain in me as I remain in you. These are words from today's Holy Gospel. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Now you know, when we were coming down the aisle, I was so impressed because everybody was turning around and aiming their cameras at me. But you know what? Nobody took any pictures of me. They were taking pictures of you. You people in the front row. Did you notice that? Nobody even took one picture of me. Because today you're very special. Today you're going to have Jesus for the first time. So they wanted to take that and record it for history. I'm kind of disappointed because I just walked right by and not one camera clicked on me. Maybe after Mass they'll take my picture. Do you think? Maybe. Now I just want to remind you that when you come up to the altar today to receive Holy Communion, remember me in your prayers, okay? Add me to your special prayers today. You tell Jesus, Father Dimascola is getting old, and he needs a little extra help. Would you do that? Okay, you'll remember that? Okay? I'm counting on it, because your prayers are very important to me, okay? You know, the other day, somebody was telling me that they were going to the Holy Land. Do you know where the Holy Land is? No? It's in Israel. That's where Jesus lived. You know that. They said they were going to have a trip there to go to see where Jesus lived. They were going to go to the places where Jesus actually walked. They said they were going to visit Bethlehem. You know what happened in Bethlehem? First Christmas, that's where Jesus was born. They were going to visit Bethlehem. They were going to see the exact place in Bethlehem where the stable was. And they were going to be able to touch that place where Jesus was born. You know that if you go to Bethlehem, there's a little star on the floor under the altar, and it marks the place where the manger was located. Is that something? So they were going to go there, and then they were going to go to Jerusalem, and they were going to see the place where Jesus died on the cross. There's a big church there now. They were going to go to the place where Jesus rose from the dead. It's a beautiful church now. Imagine that. Being able to go to those places where Jesus lived, and where he talked, and where he worked his great miracles. What an amazing privilege, huh? Now I'll tell you a secret. I don't like to fly in airplanes. Do you like to fly in airplanes? Have you ever flown in an airplane? She has. Have you? No? No? Have you? No? Well, I'll tell you something. I'm afraid. Every time I've flown in an airplane, there's been a terrible problem. Accidents have happened. One time my airplane was hit 5 times by lightning. Yeah. This was before we got off the ground. It's true. Every time we got off the plane, we got hit by lightning. They took us off the plane because everything short-circuited. And then they made us wait there for 2 hours while they fixed the plane. They didn't tell us what was going on. If I had known that, do you think I would have gotten back on that plane? No. But it happened a bunch of times. We got on the plane, got ready to go, got struck by lightning, they took us off. Got ready to go, struck by lightning, they took us off. And then one time, are you ready for this? I was hijacked. I was in a plane that was hijacked. Yeah. Can you believe that? It was awful. For 6 hours they held us captive in Spain. They shut off the air conditioners. And you know something? It's hot when they do that. It doesn't rain on the plane in Spain. It's just very hot. So I don't want to go on an airplane. I don't want to fly. But they were talking about going to see where Jesus lived, and I almost began to think, well, maybe I'll take a chance, because maybe all my bad luck has run out. Okay? But then again, I thought, well, maybe not. I was debating whether I should go or not. What do you think? You think I should go? You want to get rid of me so bad. Well, What do you ladies think? What do you guys think? Do you think I should go to see where Jesus lived? They think I should. They think I shouldn't. See, the boys are very careful. They're not going to take any chances. But you know what I realized? Why should I go all the way to Israel on an airplane, pay all that money to see where Jesus walked and lived, when right here I have Jesus all the time? Why should I go all the way there where Jesus was, when right here Jesus is? Imagine that. It all of a sudden made sense to me. Why am I going to spend all that money going over there? Jesus is right here. This is where he is. This is where he works his great miracle for me. And do you know what his great miracle is? His great miracle is that he comes to us in Holy Communion. Now think of this. God Almighty. Can you picture God Almighty? God created the universe, all the planets. By his spoken word, the planets exploded into existence. Imagine that, the power of God. The whole universe. Can you picture that? How big, how powerful God is. Now here's something that we don't always think about. God, as powerful as he is, his love is the same. His love is the same as his power. He loves us so much as he has power. And in that power and in that love, he comes from heaven to be so small as to come into our little church, on this little altar, into our little hearts, to be with us. Imagine that. What an amazing thing. That's the miracle that Jesus works for us at every Mass.